The spirit of Easter celebration. I have Reverend Mike Amoragbe in the studio here with us. Don't forget to mention, put food on the table. You will not see all these things happening. Okoro, Osahon, Obaraye, gentlemen, welcome to TMI, Easter Sunday's edition.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome. All right, it's like we just planned this. I don't know what drop blues or true. I wonder what that is. Anyway, it's all good. It's all right. Reverend, Apostle Chris Osifo was talking about Easter celebrations, the ones of Calvary, and of course, how Nigerians should celebrate. Now, what do you have to add to his own point of view about Easter celebration?
Well, the heart of the Easter celebration, the message that it communicates, it's something we ought to celebrate on a daily basis. Yeah. The truth of the matter is there is no Christianity without Easter, what we call Easter. I don't want to go into the etymology or the history of the word Easter. Probably prefer to say that there is no Christianity without the resurrection of Jesus. And that resurrection of Jesus resonates all through the entire reality of Christianity. So resurrection is not something you celebrate one day as a big event. It's something you celebrate on a daily basis. The reason being that you do not have a Christian life if there had not been a resurrection. And that resurrection is what gives us life as believers. And so it is something we should defer to on a daily basis. And there are so many practices that will help us celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We live his life. We live in holiness. We show love to others. We preach the message, and we talk to people about the coming kingdom and things like that. That's already celebration. But in fairness, we know that both historically and religious speaking, the celebration of resurrection is located at a particular calendar period. No doubt about that. The real thing is that we know that Jesus moved into Jerusalem with his disciples for the celebration of what they call Paschal, actually the celebration of how the Israelites left Egypt, how they were delivered from the bondage of Egypt, and God instructed them to do that. So when Jesus moved over to Jerusalem to celebrate it, about 2 days or 3 days after that, he was crucified. Of course, the symbolism of him going over to celebrate the freedom of the Jews, of the Israelites from Egypt, that is also some form of symbolic representation of the liberation of man from sin and from Satan. So it is not by chance that Jesus was crucified 2 days, 3 days after the Paschal. So there is a located period, and even if that located period exists, and that's what we celebrate today in Christendom, we must also realize that the biggest gift that resurrection gives is sacrifice. Sacrifice, love for others, being able to lay your life down for others. And we should resonate this, we should express this around us, not just feasting and eating and celebrating and getting wild and all of that. Any physical celebration of the resurrection that doesn't include us giving to others by way of making them happy, by way of being sacrificial, is really not the right spirit of celebration.
You're saying it should be connected to sacrifice.
Yes.
Well, I know you're not a reverend, but I you have one or two things to say about this celebration. We're going to you.
Definitely, you don't need to be a reverend to know that.
True.
Yeah.
This is one of the most special days in the lives of the Christian, because if only they knew he will rise again, I'm not sure they would have taken that decision of crucifying him. Because if he had not also crucified, I'm not sure there would be anything called Christianity.
True.
I would have ended that day, just that day, and everything would have been ended. So the reason why he came was manifested on Easter Day. So it's really worth celebrating, just as my leader said. It's an avenue where we share, where we also, in our only tool, we sacrifice back to see how we can make people who believe or who don't also believe to be happy about the Easter period. This is not the time where we should be segregating to say, no, I'm not a Christian, because Christ did not die for Christians. He died for
Everybody.
Even for those, even as at the point where he was being killed, he took a thief there straight to heaven to say, today he forgave and said, let's go. I get it. So it goes to show that the love of the sacrifice he did is not what should be, as in, hidden. It's what should be done in the open. So even this, to me, this is even better than the birth of Christ. I get it now.
Than Christmas?
Yes, this is better. The reason why I say it's better for me is that if he had not risen, that would have been the end. The birth would not be a symbolic one. So he rose again, and everybody knew. And since he rose again, no other person has done that.
Yeah, you're speaking like a pastor. I don't think you should go to
That's true. No other person has done that. So
all right.
That on its own.
Yes.
Signifies Christ, put Christ aside from every other thing. Birth, everybody gives birth. Everybody can give birth.
Yeah.
But to rise again is not what even science or even the white man can tell you it can be done.